I'm just gonna wait until people come in. I know it's like so late. I'm just waiting until people come in. But this will be up forever. I'll have it. Hi Mila. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like see everyone's names. Hi guys. I know I haven't been on live in a while, but I figured that I could like sit down and talk about the zodiac signs since we are in quarantine and there's nothing else that I'm doing right now. Hi, hello. Hi Tangy. Hi Mila. Hi guys. So as you can tell, I'm filming a video and I figured that I would be talking about the zodiac signs and basically like their main priority in life. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's exactly something that they focus on the most, or that's the only thing that they focus on, but this is just what I've seen and I've studied in the zodiac signs because I like to just like dive into the characteristics. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to you know, ask me throughout. I'm sorry, I'm like missing a lot of the... Hi, Kristen. Hi, Jason. Sag and Aquarius. That's actually, in all my compatibility videos, that was one of my favorite videos to film. And if you watch it, the Sag and Aquarius, you can tell, like, I was like the happiest, because like I just love Sagittarius and now I'm engaged to a Sagittarius. So that's funny to me. Aw, thank you. Hi, KJ. Welcome. I love seeing my Aquarius in here. Yeah, oh my god, it keeps going away. Sorry. How's your quarantine, guys? Are you guys still in lockdown? What's going on? I just want to like see how you guys are before I get into the video. The highlight that I'm wearing, M99, actually it's the e.l.f. highlight. e.l.f. has amazing highlighters. I'll show you actually. And if you guys don't follow me on, I hate like, what do you call it, promoting? Because it's like, it's not like in my taste. But I mean, as a YouTuber, I guess, if you guys are into makeup, I have a makeup channel that I not recently, it's been a while that I've launched it. I just haven't like uploaded videos and stuff. So this is actually the highlight. That's what it looks like. It just says Heart Defensor, as the Aquarius that I am. Ah! Oh my god. I shouldn't yell because my family is sleeping right now. Yeah, I broke it. And I don't care. So, as long as it works, right? Okay, I think I missed like a bunch of questions. Hi Mila. Tell your boyfriend I said hello. Aw, come on, it's not a yikes. I love Leos. They're like the most awesome, great energy, positive. I've been good. And my lockdown is actually not that bad, surprisingly. I do, to be honest, like I do feel like a little lonely because there's like one family member specifically that I'm not talking to right now. And it's because I was like trying to help them, I guess. And I know that always backfires, like especially on Aquarius when we try to help someone. So I'm just giving that family member some space and letting them kind of figure it out on their own. I'm not gonna like force them to talk to me, you know. So it's just, that has been like mentally draining. because I hate when people don't talk to me. Aquarius like attention. And yeah, so, but Omar, my fiance, and I have been just hanging out as much as we can. We got tested for the virus, and it, guys, it sucked. Like the way that stick went up my nose, not a fun time. Okay? Omar was like twitching. He's like, I can't. And then there's me like, it's okay. Think of it as an adventure. He's like, okay. Yeah, e.l.f. highlights are really nice. And it's cheap. It's a good price, you know? Why am I going to be spending a lot of money? I mean, I do have high-end makeup, but... And, yeah. As long as it works. And if you're just tuning in, this is an astrology video. I just feel weird not asking you guys how you are and then just like diving right in. It doesn't feel right because I haven't uploaded in a while. Thank you. You're so sweet. I'm 99. I appreciate it. I always appreciate the support, so I really, really do. I read your comments. I do everything. I just like can't get myself into like the motivating aspect of it because I don't know. I'll get into a video one day explaining like, I don't know where I'm going with this. My mind just blanked. YouTube is hard. Like being a social media personality, I don't consider myself that, but just being on YouTube in general, it's hard. I'm usually a hermit, so just like putting myself out there, I'm gonna be completely drained from head to toe after this live. And it has nothing to do with you guys or the people that watch me. It's just how I am. I've tried so many times, but the fiance tag, Omar really wants to do it, but like I have to prep him first because you know Sagittarius, he's not gonna like think before he speaks. He's just gonna be like himself, and if I put him in front of a camera, he gets really nervous. Like he doesn't like cameras. He feels like there's like the real persona of a person before they have a camera in front of them, and then there's a person after you put a camera in front of them. And I don't mind the camera actually. Like I'm more myself when I'm in front of the camera. But he just like freezes, and I feel so bad. Like I want him to be comforted first and know that like it's not that bad, you know? Okay, I think questions, we've settled in. I see people coming and going. It's okay. This video will be up, but if you guys want to just join me, ask questions and stuff like that, we can do this together. I'm just gonna drink some water to, you know, water bear, Aquarius. Okay, so the zodiac signs main priority. I just have the zodiac signs in front of me on a piece of paper just so I don't forget anybody. But this is based on my studies, personal experience, and just whatever comes off on the top of my head, because I do love astrology, so that's all I think about 24/7. Okay, we're gonna start with Aries. The first house is all about your appearance. It's how you appear to other people. It's how you appear to yourself. So in Aries, I feel like embodies appearance, like the physical. Oh my goodness, the physical. Woo! I'm like rough today. Thank you guys for laughing with me. The physical stature of a person, and why I feel like Aries prioritizes their appearance the most is because they really do care about how others view them. And as a leader, you know, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is how you appear to other people. The way that you talk, the way that you move, the way that you sit, the way that you walk. You know, think of somebody that's your role model in your life. You're really taking in the whole physical realm of what they embody. And so Aries has to prioritize that because they know that without that, they are unable to fulfill the role that they feel comfortable in. It's kind of like an actor getting into the role. Like if they don't prep and they don't take the time to really understand what they're gonna look like or how their face is going to move, or you know, like I said before, the way they sit, the way they walk, etc. They're not gonna feel like they are at their potential, and they're not gonna feel like they deserve that role. So it's all about the practice, and so Aries has to, you know, take care of themselves. You might see them in the gym all the time. You might see them activity-wise being very much so active, only because they need that part of themselves to move. It's such a fast-paced sign. It's Mars energy. So you just like look at an Aries and you're like, okay, wow, their face is like going this way. I really do feel like Aries have the best facial movements. They're just so quick. And then I also feel like Cancer placements, they have like physical like body. Their lower body is much more pronounced. So that, and then another thing about Aries is they just do so well with, you know, projecting their personality. Like I know a lot of Aries that are not afraid to be out there. You know, quote unquote out there can be anything, but just an Aries, the fire personality just speaks for itself. I have a Aries sister-in-law, and any chance she gets, she wants to be up in the front. She wants people to hear her loud and clear. If she has a story, she's gonna speak on it. If she looks good, hey, I look good. You know, that confidence just really comes out, and it's in the appearance. You know, even if she's not feeling it internally, it's still going to be projected with her body, with her movements, which I admire so much about Aries. It's like they are so organically made. Not saying that the other signs aren't organically made. I'm just saying Aries live in that. They breathe in that. They breathe in the way that they look, and that the way that they can show that. So I wish I had more Aries placements. You feel me? Like I'm a Pisces stellium, so I'm very just like laid back, chill, leave me alone. I don't have to show myself. My dad is an Aries, and he is the one person in my life that doesn't care, always on the move. Yeah. They're always on the move. What is something else that I can say about Aries? It's, my father always says he's an Aries. He's a true Aries, by the way. Like, I don't think there's any more Aries than him. And I love to study the people around me very much. Hello, Gonzalo. Welcome. Aquarius life. So he always says do. Like, he loves that word, do. He's a doer. I'm like, I can't. He's like, you can. You know? And he doesn't care if I mentally not there or I'm physically not there, he's like, you can do it. You just have to prep yourself for that. And he always tells me, like, you know, go take a shower, do your hair, do your makeup. He knows I love to do my makeup, so he's like, just go do something, and you will feel better. You'll look good, you feel good. And their stance. Oh, I love an Aries stance. Can you guys tell? Like, I love Aries. They're the sign that my friend just wrote to me. my friend's on the live, but he just wrote to me. So the way that they stand, it's like, I'm coming. Move out of the way. Like, they don't even have to say move out of the way. They just, like, people naturally move out of the way. I love Aries. Okay, are we done with Aries? Can we move on to Taurus? Let me know. And actually, I literally hear my dad snoring. He fell asleep on the couch watching wrestling. Oh, and that's another thing. He's like always watching like fighting stuff. He's like, come look at this. Like, I'm like, what is the big deal? And he's just like, look at it. Look at them fighting. I'm like, all right, Dad. See you later. Put on another documentary and maybe I'll come. He gets bored when he watches documentaries. He's like, okay, I already knew this. Give me some action. Okay, so everyone says yes. Moving on to Taurus. Okay, so I feel like Taurus prioritizes security. The reason why I feel like they wow. Can you guys laugh with me here? Can't speak at all. Ugh. I'm surprised I'm not like making up words right now. Okay, so they prioritize security. And why I feel that they prioritize it is because if a bull doesn't feel safe in their family, in their friends, in their work environment, in their own room, it becomes a very dark place. So that's why the Taurus is so, like, Taurus energy is very slow, and they're one of the zodiac signs that they do receive manifestations very quickly in their mind, only because they've been waiting for so long. But honestly, like, things coming towards them comes very slow, and when it does, it stays. First thing that pops up into my mind is like celebrities, obviously. So like Adele, Sam Smith, Kelani. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about him, but Chris Brown. I don't know the guy, so I can't judge him, you know. But yeah, these are people that are extremely talented but very humble. Like, think about the people that I just told you that are Taurus placements. The reason that they got to where they have is because they had to find security in themselves or in the people around them. And just like think about it now from a non-celebrity point of view. So like think of a Taurus in your life, and when you look at them, do you feel like they've made it in life? You know, like when you look at them, you're like, wow, they're so well-rounded. And they may not feel like that, but like from an outside point of view, you're like, oh wow, they really have it all. Or, you know, they're so good at that. Well, how? Like, what? Or you can look at a Taurus and you're just like, you finally are coming out of your shell. Like, you're finally doing this. I tend to like notice that in Taurus placements where like when they do something, it shocks me because I'm like, wow, like you really know your potential now. And it's because it takes time. Like, they're not rushing into something like Aries is. And you'll start to see like a pattern from the beginning zodiac sign, Aries, all the way down to Pisces. What one lacks, the other fills, and it just keeps going like that. And this is how we all can like help each other. So Aries is like fast paced, and Taurus takes their time. They take a little bit of a breather. And why I say security is because a Taurus needs to feel safe within their emotions in order to open up to you. They don't like to be judged. One thing that a Taurus cannot stand is when someone thinks they know the Taurus better than anybody. For example, in Aries, you can judge them all you want. They're not going to care. Taurus is not going to care, but they're going to act like they don't care, but they actually do, because they're like, you don't know me. So let me prove it to you that this is not who you think I am. But they won't come at you fast. They'll be quiet about it. They'll keep to themselves. They won't like over dramatize everything. But if they have to, it's gonna be in a split second. So something, again, as I said before, I don't know why I like relate Taurus to manifestation. I don't know why, but that's like the thing that comes into my mind when I see them and when I think of them, is because when you manifest something, you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, and then all of a sudden it hits you and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? I was not ready for that. That's Taurus energy. And that's why they build on their security. Almost like you're putting money in the bank, it just builds and builds and builds and builds, and you don't touch it. That's a Taurus. They build on it. Okay, let me help this person. Don't ask anything from them. Let me do this for myself. Let me practice this a little bit more. Let me open up to this person. Let me try this for once. They do all these things, and the reason that they do it is because they need to value something. They're not going to put all their effort into anybody or anything that they don't value. And that's why I really, really, really do admire Taurus, is because they're not in a rush. They're not in any rush. Let life come. Let life do what it needs to do, because I'm still here. I'm still. And if the right person comes to me, okay. If the right job comes to me, okay. If it doesn't, okay. If I need to speak on something, okay. See, that's security. They're secure. And when that's razzled, when that's like fucked with, or if they have, chaotic energy in their force field, it becomes, as you can imagine, a bull in a ring. Don't put a red flag in front of them. There was one more thing that I wanted to talk about with Taurus. Their environment is so important to them. If they don't feel safe in their home base, it's not gonna go well. I've seen a lot of Taurus. I know a lot of people relate Taurus to eating or just like luxury or anything like that, and I've done it myself. But truly, when it comes to relaxation or finding things that they know appeal to them, they're not gonna waste 2 seconds being there. My brother, he's a Taurus. Again, there's not anyone that is very much so as a Taurus than he is. Like, he carries that Taurus energy so well. But when I see him, I'm so proud of him, because he's not like trying to make anyone feel comfortable. He's trying to make himself feel comfortable first, We go into a restaurant, he doesn't like it, he feels off, he's like, this is not my vibe, he's out. He's not staying there. That's not his thing. Me, I'm like, but like, we just came here, we just walked in, you know, like, people are gonna, like, you know, make everyone feel comfortable. We'll get to Aquarius. But he's like, no, bye. Taurus doesn't play games. They don't play when it comes to their comfort. They need to be secure. I hope I didn't miss any questions. Guys, feel free. Ask me any questions. It could be literally the most random thing. It doesn't even have to be about Taurus. You know, I like the random, you know? I like questions. I'm an Aquarius. Pisces moon, so. Can we move on to Gemini? I'm kind of excited for Gemini because it is Gemini season. Gemini rising. Yes. Okay, so let's move on to Gemini. Also, welcome to Gemini season. I can say a lot of great things about Gemini. If you guys can take anything away from me, you know, I would say to find the love in the zodiac signs, because when you understand that and when you understand the planets, your astrology journey is going to be enlightening, and you're really going to feel a huge difference in your studies. You know, planetary aspects and, you know, birth charts and this and that are fun too, and we will get into those eventually, but my goal is to make sure that everyone understands it and we're all at the same level, and then we can proceed into the depth. So that's my take on it. So we're gonna start with Gemini. So I've noticed that Geminis do tend to prioritize or care the most about adventures. Their fun is going to be your fun. And they are the life of the party. They really do make sure that everyone feels not only comfortable, they want to be the security blanket for you and for everyone else. They definitely do feel like they can be out of bounds sometimes. They know that, like, they know when they get out of the comfort zone, but to them, the more fun, the more adventure, the more drama, the more adventure, the more people, the more adventure. Like, to them, that is really important, only because living in their mind, I can't speak for them because I'm not a Gemini, but and I also do not have Gemini in my chart. But again, I do want to go into speaking for the signs as if I can empathize with them, as I'd hope so. So Gemini is in their mind so much. You think they want to get out of that? I always say that Gemini's quote-unquote two faces, which are not two faces. One face in the front is trying to look out, and the other face in the back is trying to protect. So a Gemini is doing that for everyone else. And I literally just got chills because I've never had a Gemini do me wrong. And if you have, I hope that you don't let the zodiac signs or their stereotypical rumors try to take you off the astrology journey, you know? Yes, Trump is a Gemini. However, I'm not gonna look at Trump and say he's a Gemini, I don't like him. You feel me? Like, that's not my goal. I can't look at someone and say, oh, that's your zodiac sign and that's why I don't like you. No, I can't say to someone, oh, I've had a bad experience with this zodiac sign or this zodiac placement. That's why I don't like you. Sorry, goodbye. No, I can't do that. But what we can judge people is how they make us feel. So that's a whole different scenario. Yeah, thank you for agreeing. So back to Gemini Adventures. They take the smallest things and they build it. They expand it. Taurus builds it, Gemini expands it. And they do this because they need to understand everything and they need to make everything locked into their memory. That's why Geminis are so quick and so witty, because it's like they can go back into their minds and find out what it is that they need to remember. Like they want to remember a trip they took to so-and-so, they're going to remember that. They know exactly what that person was wearing. They know exactly what happened. They remember little details. Little details that you seem to forget, they remember. The way that you interacted with them, they'll never forget. Their environment is important to them, but they make use of their environment. It's not so much getting comfortable in the environment, it's really just trying to take it apart and move it around. Almost like a Rubik's Cube? What? Rubik's Cube? Wow, that's embarrassing. Sorry, guys. Rubik's Cube. Wow, okay. You just keep playing with it, different colors, this and that, move it around. Gemini is like that. They're like, ooh, what can I match next? It's fun. Like being around a Gemini is fun. And it's interesting because Gemini's sister sign is Sagittarius. And everyone thinks Sagittarius is like this fun adventure, freedom, you know, where are we going next? Sagittarius is, you know, they're dreaming things. How they get there is how much they educate themselves. Okay, sorry guys, I missed some questions. My Gemini boyfriend would always tell me to stop wearing the same. I don't know why that made me laugh, but that's cute. Yeah, he notices. He probably thinks it's cute though. But isn't that nice? Like he notices that. It is a curse. Fleur? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, guys. That's like one thing I hate doing, is like butchering names, words, but I tend to do that a lot. Oh, I'm so glad you guys agree. Thank you. And if you don't agree, let's debate. I'm ready to debate. I'll like whisper because everyone's sleeping, but like let's debate. Sorry guys, I'm like bending my head. Oh, hi Nikki. Oh, you're a Sagittarius. Hi. You have notes in my phone. Sorry, I'm like whispering. Isn't this weird? I'm whispering. Yeah, they do. Oh, your friend gets jealous. Yeah. I actually had a friend that was a Gemini, and she was like, so you have a new friend? And I'm like, don't worry, you're still my friend. And she's like, okay. She's like, but I'm keeping an eye on them, just so you know. I'm like, I know, Gemini, I know. I love my Geminis. If you guys didn't watch my recent video that I posted, my experience with the zodiac signs, I had a prom date who was a Gemini, and he was like my best friend in high school. Apparently I realized after high school that he had like a crush on me, but like I just saw him as a friend, but he never let that affect our friendship, which is like other signs would be like, what? You don't want to like me back? Why? I love you. I'm like, no, we're friends. Yes, it is 1:55 a.m. in New York. Insomnia. Truly, I do suffer from insomnia. I'm always up. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, actually. And I have work at 8 in the morning. But this is what I gotta do. And my work is pretty easy. Like, I help people, so it's all good. No, I'm not psychic. I wish. Sometimes. Some people say, like, Pisces placements are psychic. I'm just like, what? Probably. But I'm not gonna, like, bluff, you know? Yeah, Geminis are great. They're very versatile. That's a good one, KJ. Yeah, they are versatile. They're like the cutest little chameleons. Like, I love them so much. They're the best. Okay. Of course, I'm not like timing myself when it comes to how much I speak on the zodiac sign. So if you guys are ready, let's move on to Cancer. Yep. I hear you, Fleur. I hear you. All the time. All the time. Wait. I gotta touch up my lip gloss, you guys. Okay? This is gonna fuck with me. Is it better? Mr. Pokemon, let me just say, Pokemon was my shit, okay? Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! What else is it? Dexter's Laboratory. But like Yu-Gi-Oh! is like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And my brothers and I would like sit down, we had like our own playroom, and we would just like watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And I had a crush on, what the hell was his name? Was his name Yu-Gi-Oh? The guy with the crazy hair like this. I was like, oh my god, he's so hot. He's a character, Fatma. What the heck? Question: How would I ask an Aquarius how they're doing without looking too overbearing, who is recently dealing with skin cancer? I'm very sorry to hear that the person that you're trying to reach out for is dealing with skin cancer. And they're Aquarius. Good question. Sorry, I don't know why that like made me emotional. It really upsets me when people are sick and you really want to reach out to them regardless. I feel like that's more than just their sign. That's someone that's going through a lot of emotional pain, and they need someone, but they don't know how to let anyone in. However, if we're talking about zodiac signs, I would say keep trying. You know, you never know what someone's going through, and sometimes they do need someone there. They're just scared. Keep trying. Don't give up. How is your work in social health and mental health? My work, if you guys know about like the suicide prevention hotline, I'm on there. I'm a counselor, so I work with people who are in crisis or they're feeling suicidal. It's honestly the best job in the world, seeing how people can grow through their pain, and sometimes you can save a life. So I love my job. I love my coworkers. I love the people that I talk to. It means a lot to me. I'm therapist to my friends. It's great to be there for other people, but just never forget to be there for yourself. Come on, YouTube. Why is this empty? Thank you. Yeah, my job is awesome. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's honestly, I hear people say like, oh, you change people's lives. No, they honestly change mine. Like, I'm truly saying that. They really do change mine. Every time I stop, or, you know, I go for a break or something like that, I'm always like thinking about people's stories. Okay. And so fitting that we're going right into Cancer because of the emotional. Okay. So I feel like Cancer prioritizes the psyche in themselves and also other people, because they're so in tune with how people are feeling. They can, because they know body language so well, you know, the movement, and they're definitely outworldly when it comes to that. The face is so easy for them, you know. They just have to look at you to know exactly what you're thinking. It's like the craziest thing. My mother-in-law is a Cancer, and she just looks at someone. She's like, I don't like them. She's like, get them away from me. I don't want anything to do with them. Don't even bring them near me. Don't, like, they're so sensitive to people being around them before people even come around them. It's like they just like know. So the reason I feel that Cancers prioritize the psyche is because if they don't feel like this mind that they're in, that the emotions that they're feeling are not validated, what else is there? Really, what else is there? Again, I'm just going to speak on people that you guys have probably heard of. Selena Gomez is a Cancer. We have, I believe, Lana Del Rey is a Cancer. Who else is a Cancer? Man, I can't think of any Cancers. I'm blanking. They need to share what's on their mind in order to move. That's how they move. That's how they function. That's how they feel and connect with other people. And they're one of the signs that they're not going to tell you what they're thinking. They're going to tell you what they're feeling. Yeah, a lot of people do bring up that Cancers can have mood swings. But honestly, it really is just that they're taking in too much. They're feeling too much. In order for them to like balance that out, they need to talk it out. And to some people, it may be like, "Whoa, you're ooh, girl, chill," and you're just like, take a deep breath, relax, and then they're like, "No, slam this, grab that, move this, fuck you," but they need to express themselves. These little clamping thingies right here, they gotta clamp something. Something has to get cut. Something needs to get thrown. Something needs to be moved out of their way. But what's going on in the inner takes time. And that's why they feel like they need to prioritize that part of themselves. Because if this goes on, they're not going to be like proud of themselves, but they're not going to know how other people are going to react. And it's like 1 in 10 case that someone's going to react to them in a calming manner, because if they're coming at like this, you know, they're going to either lose people are going to judge them, this and that. And you know how emotions go, like some people like to think logically, so they'll tell them that they're overreacting, which they're not. Some people will tell them that they're too emotional, which they're not. A lot of people will say that they have mood swings, and that's not the case. They just they need to take extra time to figure out which emotion goes where. Yeah, I always have to refocus my Cancer friends. Yeah, just take them here. Cancer is ruled by the moon. A lot of our emotions are based on the moon. Even though some people may not like believe it, but when you really get to the nitty-gritty of it, astrologers will be like, moon is in blank today, conjunct this, sextile this, in this degree, and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Cancer rules the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So they really have to just like take a second and say how they feel. And if they don't have that part of themselves out there, they're really gonna feel like they're falling back. They're really gonna be like, okay, I don't feel safe. I don't feel like I'm heard. I don't think other people understand what I'm going through. I don't like that person. I don't like this. I don't like that. And then they start becoming very picky, and that's when the crab shell starts to, Pokemon its way up. It protects them. But you can instantly see, just as you see the phases of the moon, you can instantly see how a Cancer goes from a hard shell to the softest crab you've ever seen. And not by being manipulative, by being and giving them time to open up. I know this is like a little off topic, but if anyone eats seafood, a crab, you break the shell. Do you know how hard it is to break that shell? But it tastes so delicate. It's a delicacy. It's so good. That's how Cancer is. When they're in your life, they're going to make sure that you're feeling good. They're going to make sure that you're doing good, because they want the same back. That's all they want. They just want what they give you reciprocated. Emotionally, of course. Okay, can we move on to Libra? How many minutes has it been? Oh my god, it's been 47 minutes? Do you guys know if lives... No, I think lives can go up to 2 hours. There's like a time limit, but... Oops. Okay, so let's go on to Libra. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, Libra. I have noticed that Libras tend to focus and care most about their partnerships. It just goes without saying. They need everything leveled, but it doesn't mean that everything in their life is leveled. So there can be sayings that a Libra is extremely charming to the point where they could cheat. I will say that, like, cheating is not based on a zodiac sign and their characteristics. Cheating is cheating. That's a whole other category. Astrology and characteristics are what it is. So Libra just feels like if they don't have the right partner or the right love life that they can share themselves with, their mind, their heart, their home, their beauty, they can share everything with that person. It doesn't feel like love. It just feels like a friendship. So I'm not just saying like partnership as in love life. I'm also saying like their friendships too. If they don't feel like you are opening your heart in a sense to them, as well as your mind, because they are an air sign, they're going to step back. You know, it doesn't level out. Okay, I'm going to step back. Peace out. See you later. Okay, bye. And they're just not going to want anything to do with you. That's why they, you know, weigh their options. You know, they sometimes fight with the people that they love just to, like, see if they can hold their weight and they can be in their lives. It's more so about how they can allow someone in their life and they're not too much of a weight. Because Libra already has issues trying to level out everything in their life. So their partnerships cannot in any way do that to them. I've seen a lot of Libras go from partner to partner to partner to partner, and or they just change their friendship groups constantly. Venus, they're ruled by Venus, so they have that tendency to, you know, go on that end and then go on this end and like, oh, let me try that a little bit. Oh, let me go on that side. And then it's like they feel like they're all over the place, but honestly they're doing the right thing because they're not settling for something that they know isn't going to be right for them. So they're testing the waters, doing their thing, floating around, enjoying life as is, and they just continue to do that as they can, which I really do appreciate when I see in a Libra, because they will just straight up tell you, like, hey, you're not the one, okay? We're not vibing. It's not clicking, okay? You got too many issues. All right, see you later. Bye. And then they'll dip. They just don't want to waste their time. So yeah, if they don't have that prioritized, adios muchachos, you know? Hell yeah. Libra will be quick to want to jump into another relationship because they all suddenly vibe with someone but don't. Yeah. That can happen. I've seen it happen. Doesn't make them a playa. It doesn't make them a whore. It just makes them know what they want. If you want to know what's going on with a Libra, just ask them. Be like, listen, do you like me? Do you think I'm pretty? They'll be like, no, you are ugly. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, so partnerships. Okay, so I think we can move on to what's next. Virgo? Let's move on to Virgo. Okay, so Virgos tend to care more about their work. Virgos seem really calm and collected outside of work, outside of like a business interaction or, you know, anything that involves money. The second you get into that with a Virgo, the second you partner up with them or you work with them or you just are around them at a business setting, get your shit together. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Only because they're very tedious. Everything has a specific location. Everything is organized in such a way. I hate using that word organized with Virgo, but I'll say it in a different sense. Everything for a Virgo is very particular. The second you wake up, when do you arrive? How do you interact with other coworkers? What makes you special? What makes you level up? What can you do? What can you not do? They're looking at your flaws and they're looking at your flaws and the things that you're good at. So again, carrying down the Libra's levels, Virgo takes that into action, and they really do make sure that they can basically, you know, I just realized that I skipped Leo. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Virgo. Wasn't it Libra, Leo, Virgo? Hold on. Astrologers can make mistakes too, you guys. Hold on. Yeah, it was Cancer, Leo. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. How am I going to fix that? Okay, let me just finish Virgo, and then we'll go into Leo, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm very, very sorry about that. Okay. So, Virgo is going to carry that into, from Libra. Actually, it is, it's Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Hold on, just give me a second. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Woo! How did Libra get out there? How did Libra get there before? Oh my goodness. Woo! What's going on with me today? I should have organized this. Speaking of, because we're on Virgo, I should have organized this beforehand. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry. Yep. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That just like upset me so much, but I know. Thank you, guys. Hi, Larissa. Leo Moon. I'm a perfectionist too, because I like to research things and have everything, you know, filed up before I even like speak on it. So that's why it's like making me a little, making me twitch a little bit that I just did that. Everyone makes mistakes. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, Virgo, what they're gonna carry from Libra is your flaws and what you're good at. They're gonna do that in such a way that makes you feel like you know yourself. And in the work environment, Virgo is so on top of their game that they tend to get ahead of everybody. Even Capricorn, I've seen this happen. They tend to do that. And why they do that is because their whole structure at work is based on what they can show, you know, because they tend to be very well presented. They want to show their boss or their coworkers or this and that they have it together, and they'll only show like the good sides. If you work with a Virgo, you'll notice this, is they will only show their good side, and the only time you will see their bad side is if they have a situation with you one-on-one. Like I had this one supervisor who was a Virgo, and I had some situation where I couldn't come into work on time, and she was, you know, I have like bosses and bosses, but like she's just like a manager supervisor, so she was always like, you were supposed to be here like 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. She's like, okay, well, you're supposed to be here, so you want to get started? What are you going to do? You should start with this, and then you should go into that. But just so you know, like, come in a little bit early, okay? Mind you, it was like only 2 minutes late, but okay. And they tend to do that thing where they're like playful with you, but they take no shit. Like, they really need you to be on top of your game. And money, they're putting time and effort, and they're perfecting it to the point where they want other people to notice it. So if you, in any means, make them look bad, they're gonna go ballistic. That's all I'm gonna say on that. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Surat. Thank you, Surat. Okay, so yeah, that's what they prioritize. They have to take things seriously uh, because, as you know, work can take over your health. And Virgo is all about the health. So if their mind is not feeling good, if they don't feel good, if they're physically off, this, that, everything combined, um, it's gonna show, and they're not gonna want to take that into work. So they prep themselves beforehand before they get into it, and that's why their work, their money, their time, their effort needs to be prioritized, or else everything just starts to scramble for them. And they'll talk about work a lot. They'll talk about their business interactions and their finances and this and that quite a lot. I feel like I hear somebody in the fridge. It's not the Taurus because he has a separate house, but you know when you can like hear your family members with their footsteps? I think it's my brother. Anyways, okay, so since I skipped Leo, let's just go right into Leo. Okay, I just heard a soda snap. Okay, focus. Focus. Oh, that's a good one. Virgo sounds like CEO. Mm-hmm. Okay, Leo. Can you guys hear that? I'm sorry, like the smallest things like distract me and I can't with the noises. All right, let's just start. Okay, so when I think of Leo and what they prioritize, I go right into things that make them feel good. So I would say the pleasure that they find, jokes, good people. You know that saying, good wine, good people, this, that. Yeah, they really just wanna feel good. And when they're restricted in a sense, when it comes to showing how they feel good and what they find pleasure in, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, it just holds them back. Like, they like to enjoy life in youth. And it's just interesting because people always say, like, stay away from the sun because, you know, you can get sunburn or you can get cancer or this and that. So they know that their rulership is the sun, so they can bask in it, and that's how they want to live their life. Is they don't want to have anything hold them back, not rules, not anything. And because their sister sign is Aquarius is in detriment. So Leo is just, let me shine, let me find something that makes me known. And it's always something that makes them feel good. It's not so much that something makes them look good, as everyone says, like, Leos only care about like how they look, and like there's those mirror jokes when it comes to Leo, like always staring at themselves. No, like they just need to be able to, like, how do I say this, like, express themselves without judging themselves. And Leo is pretty confident in the way that they you know, move. So when someone else is like hating on them, they're not going to be afraid to like shut you down, because internally they've already figured out, you know, a blueprint of how they can go about their life and enjoy it without other people having a say about them, if that makes sense. I can hear you in the kitchen. Okay. what else can I say about that? So like they just like to, what, I don't know, like they're so colorful. I look at the sun and it just makes sense that Leo embodies the sun. They just embody, you know, that type of energy. So yeah, that's actually a good one. They do naturally demand respect. I'm not so good on like calling people out for disrespecting me as an Aquarius, and Leo being my sister sign, but Leo doesn't hold back. Like, they know who they are, they know what they're good at, they know what other people think they're good at, they know what makes them look good, what doesn't make them look good. So they're always going out of their way to make sure other people are aware. Yeah, respect me, Leo. Okay, so yeah, I love my Leos. And I love my Virgos. It may have seemed like I was putting down Virgo or like they were too dominant, but like no, I do respect Virgos. And they are such great motivators. Sometimes you need somebody to like check on you or check up on you. To check up on you, and that gives you kind of a push, because if you don't have anyone like checking on you, you don't have the sun like shining on you, you're not going to be motivated, you know. So they do that in their own way. Okay, so we can move on to Sagittarius because it's going past an hour. And that's funny that you said that, Fleur, because Cancer is the mother of the Zodiac and Capricorn is the father. So they're like the cheerleaders. And Leo is the child, you know. They do rule children, so they just live in that youthful glow. Okay, Sagittarius, I believe, is next. No, it's actually, hold on, it's Virgo, then Libra, then Scorpio, then Sagittarius. So hold on, let me just fix this for a sec. We already went over Libra, correct? So we're gonna go to Scorpio, and then we're gonna go to Sagittarius. So Scorpio, they definitely do care a lot about how other people take care of themselves, or like they care about like other people's, how do I explain this? They care about other people's stuff. That's what it is. Baggage. They care about. I lost service. I don't know how many times I just said that, but let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Oh my god, I hope this works. That just made me sad. I can't see any comments. Okay, it works. Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I think it was my Wi-Fi. And for some reason, ever since this quarantine started, the Wi-Fi has been so wonky. And people keep saying like 5G and this, that. 5G has been going on. This is not the first time that it's been happening. They've secretly been like installing it. But it's really bad right now. Like, I can't get any Wi-Fi, or there's just too much going on because everyone's home. Okay, so we were talking about Scorpio and how they care a lot about other people's baggage. They do this because a lot of people carry pain, trauma, judgment. They repress so much. So Scorpio is aware of this, and they want the person or people in their life to be taken care of. And they're not just going to let anybody in. They need to make sure that your baggage is also taken care of by you. They tend to do this thing where they want to care for you as much as you can care for yourself. But if they see that you don't care, or that you don't want to like involve, they're gonna be like, okay, they're really gonna like blood, sweat, and tears. Truly, they're really gonna do that. But if it gets too much for them, or it's starting to become a weight on themselves, they want nothing to do with you. And they just don't want anything to fix anymore. Scorpio is a fixer. They fix you, they transform you, and then they let you into the world. They're like, okay, see you later. Now figure it out on your own. And to some, that can be really intimidating, only because they're not used to somebody else telling them what it is and also helping them with what it is. So a good example would be, I know this one Scorpio friend of mine, and they really do want to care for the people around them, but this particular individual, they will forget about themselves completely. It's like they know they're forgetting about themselves, but they know that they need to help the other person and put them on a pedestal first, just so they feel comfortable. They do this as a result of just, if you're good, I'm good. You're good? Okay, then I'm good. If you're not good, let's do something about it. Let's, and I don't think people talk enough about how much Scorpio goes out of their way to just make other people in their life level up. Scorpio is a hard worker. Scorpio is also ruled by Mars, and they know that it's not just them. Like, they're not just a leader, but they want to, sometimes they can be a follower, but in good intention. They're not just doing it because they're doing it because they don't feel satisfied without it. They're not going to have you come into their lives a complete mess. It doesn't mean that they're going to judge you on it. They're not going to do that. They're going to be honest about it, and they're going to help you get to where you need to get to. Only if you are open to it. If you're not open to it, they're going to try really hard, but they're going to realize, like, okay, I need to start focusing on myself now because this person doesn't understand. And if you end up getting rid of a Scorpio because of that, they're going to get angry. Maybe that's where the revenge sets in, but you just got to let them know, like, thank you for helping me, but I need to figure it out on my own. Some people don't do that. Some people are like, oh, what did you do? You didn't do anything. I did this on my own. I got here on my own. Wait till a Scorpio leaves your life. You always gotta keep them in mind. The evolved. When I'm speaking of what these zodiac signs care about, these are signs that are fully aware and like keep evolving, because they really do take these things seriously. I missed a few comments. Yeah, the internet sucks, but I love the internet. I love technology. Thanks for interacting, guys. I know it's like really late. I don't even know what time it is right now. I think it's like 3 in the morning, feels like. Okay. So now we can go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius prioritizes learning, like education. They need to not only talk things out, they need to experience it. If they don't have that type of connection with themselves or with other people, it just becomes very like in a Sagittarius mind, it's like bland. It's like, this is the same day over and over and over and over again. No day is the same for a Sagittarius. They make sure of that. Like, some people have their routines and they're this or that, and then they, they're just used to an everyday outlook of like the same things going on because it just feels comfortable. But for a Sagittarius, it's like, okay, if the same day happens again and again and again, and I'm not doing something about it, it's not going to teach me anything. It's not going to give me what I need. So, like, the Sagittarius that I know is my fiance. So Omar, he's always like, okay, tell me, talk to me, tell me something, anything, just tell me. Like, we don't necessarily have to go anywhere. Like, he just wants like Sagittarius wants the mind to take them on trips. They want someone to take their mind to this and that. Like, even if you just like talk about where you want to go with them, it's like almost like a drug to them, because they're like, ooh, that feels good. Like, yeah, Larissa, isn't that interesting that they're a fire sign, but they're in the brain? I like to think of it as Sagittarius and Pisces, the Neptunian energy. Like, they're just not delusions, but like, take me on a trip. Wherever that has to go, just take me there. And Sagittarius can do that. And it's great that Sagittarius are a fire sign because they can make it happen. Sagittarius aren't all talk. They're gonna do it. Jamie Chill? I'm sorry, I can't. They do the same thing over and over again? Do you mean Sagittarius does the same thing over and over again? They sometimes Sagittarius, they feel like themselves are repetitive, but they don't want their environment or the people that they are around to be repetitive, which is why they're constantly seeking, that learning experience. Like, what can I grab onto now that's gonna move me here, move me there, and make me think this and do that. So if they feel stagnant, they're not going to be happy if the outer force that they're dealing with is stagnant. They're just going to move as a fire sign. They're going to dream, and then they're going to gone. They're very social, that's for sure. And they do like to have fun with how they move. We got a few more until Pisces. Trust me, guys, I'm sleepy right now, but we're gonna get through it. Okay, so we can go on to the next one. We did Sagittarius, now we can go on to Capricorn. One of my top favorite signs. I love all those zodiac signs, but Capricorn's one of my favorites. Larissa, my moon sign is Pisces. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've noticed like Sagittarius that have like an air moon, ooh, very relaxed. You know, they're just like chilling. Or even like a water moon, but water moon, I feel like they'd be like pushing against it, but like an air moon, not so much. They'd be a little bit more relaxed. Like they could think about it and then move on. Okay, so Capricorn, they care about their public appearance. Capricorns don't like PDA. So like public displays of affection is, you know, it's a little bit off for them, because it just becomes too scripted, if that makes sense. They care about what other people think because they care about other people, and they're always keeping an eye out on other people and what they're doing and how they got to where they got, or who they're friends with, or who they're dating, or what they're wearing. Their reflection of other people mirrors them in a sense. I say that because, how do I explain this? So Capricorn is like the father of the zodiac, right? So they hold themselves at such a high standard that they want other people to view them in that way. They don't want to go anywhere below that. So they'll work hard on themselves, or, you know, around the people around them, to make themselves appear and also feel comfortable in public. Again, public could also be like your rising sign. So they just want to like appear as if they have it together, or that they can have it together. They want to be like a role model for other people. And why they prioritize that is because they can't really be themselves if people don't take them seriously. You know, Capricorns are very well rounded, and they make sure that they're constantly working on something or working on themselves to appear as if someone can go to them for help. They like to help people, but at the same time, they're like, didn't you just watch me do it all? Like, take some notes, jot it down, figure it out. You know, I'll help you as much as I can, but like, you really gotta do this on your own too. Like, I can't be the only one, you know, working extra hard and also trying to make you look good as well. Because they already put themselves out there publicly as a way to have other people learn from them, that it's like, okay, I already put the information out there, so just do what you have to do. I tend to have this, you know, I'm speaking about like my own flaws in a sense. I'm a Capricorn rising, so like when I give someone information, I'm like, okay, I just gave you the information, so do what you want with it. And then there's some people that are like, okay, what do I do about this? How can I figure this out? Help me, help me, help me. And like my Pisces moon will be like, okay, I'll help you. But my Capricorn rising always used to be like, okay, just there you go, I'm out. And another thing, Capricorn is like so image oriented. So yeah, right as I said that, Mr. Pokemon said that. Yeah, image is very, very, very important to a Capricorn. How do you think they got to the top? Their image is the most important thing. because they know other people are going to look at their image first before they delve into their mind or their craft or their life. It's it's funny because in tarot, like the tarot card for a Capricorn is like the demon or like the Satan figure, but it's not that. Like Capricorn uses what they go through personally, not publicly, personally, to fuel their public image. So they definitely have to figure it out, you know, personally before they can go out into the public. Like my brother's a Capricorn. Even if he has to go get milk, okay, like it's like a 2-second drive, go get milk, come back. Even if he has to go get milk, he needs to shower, he needs to like put on a new outfit, he needs to like fix his bed, he needs to talk to like 2 or 3 friends and do that, he needs to finish his homework. Like they're much more structured because they know that they have to go out into public. I like to think of it as like they're kind of like parenting themselves, which I do notice in Capricorns. Like they teach themselves young, and then once they become older, they like learn from what they taught themselves. So yeah, the public image is very important to them. They take it very, very seriously. Capricorn Mars here, what it means, never surrender. Capricorn Mars, okay, so Mars is like a moving planet. It's much more like, it's like a, everyone says like a war planet. So if you have your Capricorn and Mars, someone that has a Capricorn and Mars is most likely going to be going for what they need for themselves. Like it's like a push for them. They tend to be like a Mars in fire, or Mars in Leo, or Mars in Sagittarius can definitely organically like have that push that they need. But it's an earth sign, so now it's in a fire planet, so it's just gonna be like double the fuel that it needs to get to what it wants. There's no like stopping a Capricorn Mars. It's actually a very powerful placement to have because they're keeping the public image in their mind, and they're also keeping their their image in mind, and they're also keeping their parenting in mind, but they're not just focusing on how do I explain this? They're not just focusing on themselves at that point. They need to focus on like what they can do for everybody as a whole. So like Mars in Capricorn would be caring about everyone, their children, this, that, and if it comes to work, they're going to be caring about their work. They're going to be caring about how other people perceive their hard work. It's like it's a good placement to have, only because you can use that to your advantage. Another thing would be like Capricorn has this tendency to like not acknowledge the public because they feel like they made the public. How do I explain this? Michelle Obama, she's a Capricorn, right? Capricorn's sun. She's like, I am first lady, right? She's like, I am first lady. So this goes also into the Mars and Capricorn thing. I am first lady. I am a Capricorn. You know, I was made for this position. I was made for this position. And she was. Like, you look at her and you're like, First Lady. No, and then anyone else that tries to fill that role, you're like, not really happening. Sorry, I like clicked the right thing. So that's what, sometimes like my words get mixed up, but that's what Mars in Capricorn is. It's like, I was made for this. I was made to be put in this place. So I'm going to make use of it. They take scraps and they make it into like a prize. I feel like we've been talking about Capricorn for like hours. No? Okay, so I'm going to finish up Pisces. But we're going to go right into Aquarius and then we're going to go into Pisces. Okay, so Aquarius prioritizes and cares the most about their future. Their future is everyone involved, but more so their future holds them back. A lot of people think about the future and they're like, okay, I can look forward to a lot of things. I can make sure that I'm doing everything I can to be as happy and successful and well known as I can. But Aquarius is so worried about the future, and they care so much about it. You know, when you prioritize something, you care about it. You do worry about it. You forget about everything else and you just focus on that. So Aquarius will sometimes lose the motivation in themselves if they don't have a future to look forward to. And that's why they're constantly innovating and making sure that they're adding on to it. Do you see like Capricorn to Aquarius? They're adding on to it. They're making sure that they have something to look forward to. They're making sure that other people can build on what they've put out there. It's really important that an Aquarius has other people around when they're thinking of the future. It's when we think of future, we think like robots and rocket ships and, you know, home station on like what, like I don't know, like Mars or something. So that's what Aquarius wants to work towards. They're not gonna forget about their goals at all. If anything, when they think of the future, they get fired up. It's like the thing that keeps them going. And when other people hold them back, it just pushes them even more. Whereas Capricorn's, you know, personal traumas and pain and all that fuels them. Aquarius is like helping other people and then getting pushed back, or like they're telling people about the future and like what it holds, and then people hold them back, and then that just like fuels them even more. It's kind of like we are looking forward to, as a society, to expand and become more than just Earth, or that we hope that's like our goal as a society. But Aquarius already knows, like, we're there, we're here. This is the future. Like, are you guys not happy with it? Just slowly build onto it. There's no rush. Just, you know, it'll come. The greatness will really show itself the more that we work on it. But there is no rush for it. Which is why Aquarius takes time. They do take their time. And because they're an air sign, their brain works so fast that they're trying to help this person, and they're trying to be this creative trying to be in a creative outlet in this aspect, or they're making sure that they have other people around them to lean on when they don't feel motivated. You know, they're grasping onto so many things because they know they need that to go into the future. Just like to look ahead, I guess, to make sure that they have something that keeps them going. Because out of all the zodiac signs, Aquarius is the one that suffers the most with friendship because they suffer so much with themselves. They suffer so much with like groups because they know once they help a group or they are in a group, they need to be back with themselves. So it just goes back to like other people and then goes back to themselves. And then they go back to this and then they go back to themselves. And then they do this and then they go back to themselves. They get emptied. Like their bucket, like that, the water bearer that they are, it gets completely emptied and sometimes it gets destroyed. So they don't know what to do except, you know, hide until the future kind of builds itself, and then they are just like fixing and patching and doing what they need to do to keep their bucket together. You know, they're putting tape around it, and then when they get back out there, everyone's already in the future. So they're like, okay, let me just add one more thing for you guys, and then I'm gonna go back. So they help someone, they go back inside, patch things up. By the time they get back outside again, the future's already like ahead of itself. So I like to think that the Aquarius gives for a reason, and they're giving it, you know, it like fuels the future. Mid-American. No, I'm from New York, but I speak like multiple languages, so I guess like I sound different. I hope that you guys are like understanding what I mean, because like as I'm speaking about it, you can imagine like my Aquarius mind is like trying to find like metaphors and hair and metaphors and just like relatable things that you guys can like latch onto to understand why Aquarius or why these signs prioritize these things. I know when I look back on it, I'm gonna be like, you're like literally rambling, but it just makes sense in my head. My mind is like this right now. It's like thinking of how I can like piece this together. But to sum up Aquarius, the future means a lot to them. It holds a special part in their heart. So they're gonna do their part, and then they're gonna hide because the future again is already here. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back. It's kind of like, oh, I did what I needed to do here. I'm out. See you guys in a few months. Hello, Mimi. Okay, we're finally on Pisces. If you guys stayed until this time, thank you guys so much. From the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. And I hope that we're able to take something away from this. So now we're going to go into Pisces, and then we're going to call it a night. But before I do that, I'm going to get a nut. This is my nut box. It's dry. It's really dry. Okay, Pisces. So Pisces wants to care about their secrets. I know it sounds odd, but what they go through on an emotional, personal, publicly, just everything that we listed here, the appearance, the security, the adventures, the psyche, the partnerships, the work, the you know, all of it, all the zodiac signs combined and what they prioritize. Pisces takes that all in, absorbs all of that, and they sit with it. They need to sit with it. Doesn't that feel right? Like Pisces needs to sit in those secrets and just like, okay, so that's life. Okay, so that's why people act the way that they do. Okay, so that's why I'm feeling this way. Alright, what can I do now? I don't feel like doing that. I don't have to tell anybody. And they like go back and forth with themselves, like they swim in their own heads. Only due to the fact that it just feels right. If a Pisces doesn't understand their emotions and understand life and understand other people, there is no point. There's just doesn't feel right. To them, it's like without the universe, nothing matters. Without other people, there's no experience. Without learning, there's no relatability. Without partnerships, there's no understanding emotions. So it just like everything has a reason for it. That happens because of this. This happens because of that. It just spins in a cycle for them, but that cycle is normal to them. Like I love seeing Pisces just like chilling back and like you know they're thinking about something. But like what are they thinking about? You will never know, my friends. It's like how many times you have to lick to get to the center of the lollipop? I don't know, guys. Ask a Pisces. I think they have the answer. Wait, I'm a Pisces moon. I don't know. I say like 1,000, but what do I know? So again, like because Pisces is like ruled by Neptune, the dream world, people don't go out and say like, I had this dream, I had that dream, you were in my dream. Like very rarely you'll hear that because it's like very secretive, you know, like, oh, I had a dream about you. Oh, what did you have a dream about? Like that's the first thing that people are going to talk about. Like, ooh, you had a dream about me? Okay, what did you have a dream about? You're like, no, you were killing me and stabbing me. And they're like, okay, never mind. Like those, even your dreams are your secrets. Sometimes you even forget it. So you have to like sit and you have to be like, wait, what did I just dream about? Like what was going on in my head 2 seconds ago? And then it just vanishes, it's gone. So why do you think Pisces sits there and thinks about it? Because they hold all that in and it bottles up and it bottles up and they create stories, and that's why they need an outlet for it. Pisces is very, it's a very extraordinary sign. And I know a lot of people don't believe in karma, but like, I feel like Pisces, they understand what goes around comes around. The fish. Wait, one fish goes like this and the other one goes like, wait, hold on. What is going on with me? Wee 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 wee. Oh my god. What are you doing at 3 a.m, Fatima? Oh, I don't know. Just like making wind finger thingies in the air. So I think that's all I have to say about Pisces. Did we get everybody? We got Aries, we got Taurus, we got Gemini, we got Cancer, we got Leo, we got Virgo, we got Libra, we got Scorpio, we got Sagittarius, we got Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. That's it. We're done. My back. Good goodness. Ow. I'm gonna look at your comments and then. Mayank! You are in the chat. Hello, my friend. You guys are awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so this will be live and it will stay up, you know, as a regular video, so you guys can always come back to this and like, you know, review, refresh, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, so I really do appreciate you guys losing your sleep because of me and watching this video. But I'm good. I'm happy. I just hope that this whole virus thing can ease down and we can go back to, you know, just enjoying our lives. And it doesn't mean like you can't enjoy your life now and just take care of yourself. Uh, Take your showers, read your books, spend time with your family, your friends, check up on people. We can all learn from each other. That's for sure. And I will see you guys hopefully in the next video. I don't have like an idea of what I'm gonna film next, but I'm hoping sometime soon I'll put something up. I just miss you guys. Like, I miss filming and stuff, but again, like, I just motivating myself has been really hard lately, even though like I'm in a good place. Like, sometimes Omar's like, did you film a video? I'm like, no. And he's like, you should probably film a video. And I'm like, okay, I probably should. And I hear my Virgo mom walking. She stopped. Alright, guys. Everyone's gonna wake up because of me. Sorry. Alright, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking by if you did this whole time and just like chilling with me. I hope that you guys had your snacks. I barely ate this, but it's because it's dry as fuck. Aw, thank you guys. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great night. Get your rest. You guys are funny. How do I end this? Oh my god, I don't know how to end this. Imagine like I fall asleep on live. I'm like, okay. Good night, you guys. Good night. Thank you. You guys are the best. Truly. Like, if it wasn't for this like platform, I would be like wobbly on my spiritual journey. So just learning about astrology, learning about myself, hearing your stories, reading your comments, DMs, all of that, it just like, it truly does impact me. So stay safe. Yes, thank you, Surat, for saying that. Stay safe. I hope that you guys have a good night, day, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. I'm still trying to figure out how to end this. There's my finger. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, look. Guys, look. Imagine that was my face. I promise I'm not high. This is just me naturally. Like, look. Imagine that was my face. Like, well, that's freaking scary. I can't even keep it still because my hand is shaking. Alright, what am I doing? Okay. Ciao, Jake. Ciao, mis amigos. Alright, now I figured it out. Okay. Alright. Aw, you guys are all saying bye as I'm like ending it. Ooh, Aqua's rock. Yeah, okay. I don't want to end it. Okay, I'm going into my cave. See you guys never. I'm just kidding. Where? Oh,